Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we almost have the Lithoid link entirely knocked out of this war. All we need to do at this point is move our fleets over this way and take a couple more planets, and then we have the Lithoid link fully occupied at that juncture. Yeah, that's all we need. So that'll be great, but we do need to start turning our eyes to what we will do after that. Of course, we do have this battle going on over here. That is a battle that we will win, but we will take losses. So that's okay. We can afford losses. But we need to be turning our eyes towards what we are going to do with the remaining war score that we have here. We have a fair amount of war score left before we're forced to white peace out. So, a couple of things. I want to grab areas that they grabbed from us back, but also areas like this. This area of the Pelsimius League is actually really well positioned for us to grab. It juts into our territory quite a bit, and we can change this from being a whole bunch of stations out over this way. We can change this to be one defensive station right here, and we can cut all of these. So that would be huge. It's areas like this that we want to target. However, right now we are not really in a position to do that, I'm afraid. Just not quite yet. We're close. We could target an area like this as well, but I do want to bring in... See, this gateway is not controlled by us. I do want to bring in a fleet over here and grab this area as well. We can cut this from 2 defensive stations to 0 defensive stations over here. To that end, the Lentopaz fragments are up over here repairing currently. We do need to grab back the Lithoid link territory over here and deal with this once and for all. So I think the Lentopaz fragments will remain there. What was the other fleet that we had over here? The Frisidian shards. Okay, so the Frisidian shards are currently at... I can find them in the list. Here they are. 138. Okay. They're also reinforcing. So that's fine. We'll go ahead and tick forward a little bit here, but that gives you some idea on what our plans are after we've dealt with the Lithoid link, which we've very nearly done. Shouldn't have any real problem with this engagement. Yeah, this is completely fine. We're barely taking any losses, actually. Excellent. And now we will push up over this direction with this particular fleet, and this fleet will head over here once it's done with this station battle. There we go. Perfect. The Lentopaz fragments and the Frisidian shards are just awaiting reinforcements, although they should come in pretty quickly. The Upperunia shards are full up, and we should probably move them over here. This is another, well, actually, this would be not necessarily the greatest place to stop this border. We could push all the way to here, though, and take Lachium, and that would be a fantastic defensive position. So that's going to be the sort of thing we're going to be aiming to do, reducing our number of defensive stations by taking territory that involves choke points. That's the idea here, other than taking over the entire Lithoid link, of course, which is something that we absolutely do want to do. The Saccharine shards can push forward. They have finished occupying this entire section of the Lithoid link, so that's completely fine. They can now push up over here, and we can clean up this little area. I'm okay with this. Quarantine, you're not doing anything right now. You should probably... You've already jump drived over here. You should probably do something like this, and just head for Sol. Excellent. Okay, we've got... What do we want to get next here? We're doing okay on energy credits. I think we want to go for energy weapon attack speed, actually. And where is this hostile fleet? Oh, this is a transport fleet. I don't care. That's completely fine. It's been on the 8th of October for a while now. There we go. I hit the spacebar a while ago, but it was still processing something. Okay. Well, our reinforcements are en route, of course. The 8th Fleet over here isn't currently doing anything. We should have them push forward over here. This is actually a dangerous fleet for us. Unless we move in both of these fleets. And we're going to surround them. They'd be forced to jump drive out if they didn't want to fight both of these fleets. It looks like they're currently heading to the north. And this fleet is actually going to be a little bit late to the party. So we're going to leave this fleet here and push northward with this fleet and see if we can catch up with them. With any luck, we'll be able to. The 8th Fleet is doing nothing, as expected. Let's see, that is not the fleet. What fleet are we fighting? Is it just this construction ship? Okay. That's completely fine. The 8th Fleet is undergoing repairs, as they should be. That is ideal for them. We are currently full on alloys. That's fine. We'll deal with that eventually. Once we can start reinforcing some of these fleets properly. The Baronel fragments, they are almost officially out of things to do. They can push over this way. Like so. That's fine. Saccharine, they are going to go ahead and finish cleaning up this area over here. That's completely fine. Trentite, what are you guys up to? Okay, your plan is to push up over this way. We're catching up in terms of war score, so that's fantastic to see. How are our invasions going? So we're still attacking Arcus, but actually that's finishing up right now. Fantastic. So this fleet here, we need to bring in reinforcements for it. We're partly occupying here, actually. We need to bring reinforcements in over here, like so. And then this fleet is going to land over here and invade. 563, that's not scary. 1830 and 0. Okay. Sounds good. So we'll bring in reinforcements over there. And then down over in this side, these guys will come over here. We're partly occupying here right now, but they're just going to come to reinforce. And what do we need to still invade over here? It looks like quite a few areas, actually. We aren't talking... Are we occupying this? I'm confused. What are we occupying here? Are we occupying anything here? I feel like we aren't. Let's go ahead and land at Imith. That's going to be a bit pricey in terms of our reinforcements. Yeah, it looks like we're not currently holding anything here. Trondrite shards are currently fighting over here. That's fine. They're just grabbing back a little territory. Excellent.
Planetary invasion begun.
Okay, month tick is ongoing. It is now over. Operunia shards need to push further, and we're going to have them push up over here. The 8th Fleet is going to hold fast where they are. Are we going to jump drive these guys over? Or are we going to yield ground? I think we're going to yield ground. Because I don't want to jump drive these guys when we have a big fight coming in. Nope, we got caught. Okay. Well, we'll see how well we do. This navy will certainly bleed them. We are not going to be able to retreat for a good long time, so we're just going to have to let it auto-retreat. Yep, as expected. Didn't do as much damage as I was hoping, either. Okay, the 8th Fleet will turn up when? In about 6 months. That's not too bad. We can deal with that, and we can reinforce them without any problem whatsoever. The Trentite fragments can push up over this direction, and we're going to be running out of territory over here, so we'll be able to redirect these guys up over into maybe here, or up over into here. Overall, we are... Oof, that was a lot of war exhaustion. That's okay, though. I'm not too concerned about war exhaustion. Overall, we are definitely doing well in this war. Lentipaz and Frisidian are almost repaired. We should definitely push up over this way with the Saccharine shards. Excellent. How are our invasions going? We've got 2 in progress. Okay. Sounds good. We just lost a general, so we'll have to deal with that after the invasions. And let's see here. Let's go for later lifespan, I guess. Kind of as a reroll. Excellent. More reinforcements are in transit. Lentipaz and Frisidian shards are almost ready to head out.
Starbase under attack.
Wait, where are we under attack? Come on, Monthstick. Come on, Monthstick. I want to know where we're under attack. Okay. This is... over in this side. Okay. That's fine. It's a relatively large fleet, but if we group up fleets, we'll be fine. We'll send the Trentite fragments up over this way, and we are getting to the point now where they're having a very hard time reinforcing their fleets, whereas we are kind of not having a hard time reinforcing our fleets, so that's a good thing for us. We'll head up to Sigma Draconis up over here. These guys are going to be ready to head in very soon. Saccharine shards have finished up over here. They can go to Tau Ceti.
Station under attack.
Excellent. Gontrite fragments are going to be fighting a smaller fleet over here. They will not have any difficulty with that. No problem. I'm a little concerned. Am I that concerned about fighting these two? I'm not sure I am. Hang on. Month tick is happening. I want to see how they're moving right now and compare that to the strength of this station. This station is not strong. How split up are they? Not amazingly. We'll let them come to us. Synchronized firing patterns is fine. I think we will go for kinetic weapon attack speed next. And I want to put in an edict if we can. How close are we to being able to put through volatile ammunition? 2407. Okay. Actually, volatile reactive armor is maybe better. All of our ships have armor. Not all of them are using kinetic weapons. Having both would be best, of course. Okay, we can get up to 6.5k volatile motes, which is enough to get one of them, and I think we're going to go for volatile reactive armor. And we're just going to hold here and repair. And we're going to see what they're going to do. It looks like they're coming for us. Okay. That is fine. The Gontrite fragments are there. The Operunia shards are over on this side and still pushing. So we're going to push them over here. The Trentite fragments are running out of areas to push over here, but they're not quite out. We could send the Frisidian shards over here to reinforce this. They're only 121 days out, or 120 days out. Do we want to yield ground here? Their strength is 227k. 228k. Ours is 233k. That is very close. We have a decently solid leader here. We have a Titan. We're only lacking 2 cruisers, 4 destroyers, and 3 corvettes from a full flotilla. And we're repairing. Our shields are regenerating. I feel like we should position over here, as far away from their jump point as we can, to buy ourselves as much time as possible for our shields to regen. Like that. And actually, they're leaving. They don't want this. And if that's the case, then I want this particular location. We have reinforcements on the way in, so that's completely fine. Hi, Monthtick. Yeah, you're fine. Okay, Lentopaz fragments are pretty much ready, I think, to attack up this way. There's a relatively weak force here that they could cut their teeth on. The 8th fleet should be back very, very soon. Let's see, this transport fleet is not the one where we lost the... general. We've successfully invaded over here, which means that we need to hit Positrex, which has 1830. Okay. We'll go ahead and land over there. And this is where we lost the general. They still have 1710 strength. Excellent. And yeah, these fleets over here are still a little bit spooky. We'll need at least 2 fleets to deal with them. But that's okay. We will deal with them soon enough. The 8th fleet is now back, and we can go ahead and have them fully reinforce, as well as start repairing at the station here. We'll have them enter orbit. Okay, they are now repairing, and their reinforcements are under construction. And the month tick is happening. Excellent. Okay, so the Trentite fragments can push over here, and because we are running out of areas to push, that means that these fleets are going to be being freed up to fight these larger stacks that they're putting together. That's not a large stack. That's a quite small stack. So that's fine. We've successfully pushed over here, so we don't need to worry about that. I think what we do with this particular fleet, the Corentine fragments, is we just go ahead and jump drive them straight to here. This is a little bit spooky over here, but they'll have to go through this station to get to us. I think it'll take them more than 200 days to get here. So that's the gamble that we're rolling with. The Aparunia shards, I want to make sure that they grab these 2 stations over here, and then they backtrack and grab Lachium. Excellent. Trondrai, you guys aren't doing anything currently. We haven't grabbed this system, so that's one we can grab. Excellent. And we do definitely have naval control in most places right now, which is exactly what we're looking for. Saccharine shards have finished in Tau Ceti, so we can push them up over this way. Gontrite, you guys are thinking about attacking over here. That's down to 90k. They're splitting their fleets up. I'll allow it. Was just waiting for them to jump. They're jumping here. We're gonna go catch them. Excellent. The Baronel fragments, they don't have too much to be doing, do they? We need to get them somewhere where they can get out of here. After this month tick, anyway. So we need to get them perhaps to cats. They could just jump drive straight here. Like so. Grab cats, and then they can start freeing up some of these areas. That'll work fine. Quarantine. You guys can push up over this way. You are still jump drive recharging. We're going to have to keep that in mind. We don't want you doing too much fighting while you're doing that. But that's okay. The 8th Fleet is reinforcing. Lentopaz fragments are still reinforcing as well. They're just holding here while waiting for reinforcements. Okay. Seems good. We are engaging this fleet right here, and absolutely no problems with that. Completely wiped that out. There we go. Now we're going to come over here. We're going to do the same thing with this fleet, which is currently fleeing, if I can zoom out, to here. So that's actually perfect for us. I'll take it. No problem with that whatsoever. So this fleet here is kind of no longer necessary in this region. We'll just have it come down over this way, grab these couple of areas, and then push down like this. Okay, that'll be fine. The Baronel fragments are now at this location. They are currently jump drive inhibited, so we are going to take them over to Jared and reinforce them for a little while we wait for their jump drive cooldown. Because we don't want them hitting this fleet while they are jump drive cooldowned. Both of our fleets in this region are, so we do not want to fight over here. Lentopaz are still waiting for reinforcements. Quarantine can push over this way. They are jump drive, but they should be okay. They're behind this station. Okay, month tick, you can do it. I'm sure the month tick can do it. Excellent. The month tick survived. Always good to see. Trondrite shards, you guys are doing a whole lot of nothing. And there's not really anything for you to do. So why don't you backtrack over to this gateway, and we will start reinforcing you, since you're unlikely to be in combat except for maybe a tiny bit here. But nope, that's taken out by the station, actually. Lentopaz fragments are waiting over here. This is still spooky. We're going to need a lot of fleets over here to take care of this. We're going to need, what, 2, 3, 4 fleets? At least 4 fleets to take that out, unless they split up. So that is definitely something that we need to consider. To be sure. The Gontrite fragments are almost done over here. They can just come on back over this way, and then we can pull them back for reinforcing. Excellent. I do feel like this war is well in hand, even though this doesn't look like it necessarily. That was interesting. They jumped in as we were jumping out. We might have to backtrack and deal with that, but this is a relatively large area here that we'll have to take out. It won't take long, it'll just take a little longer than normal. Especially with a month tick. Okay, finish off that station, guys. There we go. We're still in combat. Got a pair of construction ships. They're now taken out. So we're gonna go see if we can chase down this little fleet. It's going to try to run away from us, so we're going to have to chase it. Okay, Baronel, you guys are just kind of waiting for your reinforcements. Sakurine, you guys are pushing up this direction. Quarantine, you guys can push up over here and grab this territory. Excellent. Okay, well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to see if we can do anything about all of this nonsense that's going on over here. That's a lot. So, yeah, we might have to bring in some reinforcements over here. Luckily, we have gateways in the region, so we'll go ahead and do that in the next episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.